exploring the inner world instead of the outer world. When we're traveling, when we're going somewhere, instead of being in our body, we're exploring the outer world. We are seeing a new place, we're getting a new experience, and it's all outside. It's all external. And I've been traveling, and a lot of people, they travel usually this way. We usually go from one point to another in the outside world. But there's other ways to travel in our internal universe. And how do we do this? First off, it can be a bit unknown to do this. We don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of the same in the outside, to be honest. We're not sure how the culture is going to be. We're not sure how or what we're going to experience when we travel to a new place, to a new country, a new culture. And it's kind of similar when we start to explore our inner world as well. We don't know what we're going to experience. We're going to an unknown destination because we don't know what's in there if we don't explore it. So how do we explore it? With spiritual practices. And there's a few things we can do. We can do mantras. I think that mantras helps us to focus on a one singular point instead of the mind being cluttered with a lot of thoughts and ideas. Mantras helps us to just pinpoint one specific energy. There's a lot of mantras out there. We can say mantras in different languages, different things we can say. The most universal is Om. It's said that this is the first sound that was ever made. We don't really know. How can we know? Mantras is a great way to just help us calm down our thoughts, to really focus on a singular point instead of being all over the place. I like mantras. I also like that you can do whatever mantra you want to do. Mantras has no connection to culture. It has a connection to culture, but we can adjust the mantra so it suits our needs or our culture. We can say a thing in English, we can say a thing in Swedish, we can say a thing in Hindu. Hindu? No. What's the language they mostly speak in India? I don't even remember. Hindu is not the language. That's like Hinduism. That's a person who believes in Hinduism. Oh my god, I have it's empty now here. That's weird. Don't you think that's weird when we lose words? We know it at the tip of our tongue, but we can't really explain, or we don't remember the word. It's just strange when that happens. The mind, a very strange place to be. But it can also be very cool, especially our imagination. Our imagination can take us to places without we having to physically move. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Is this the astral body that goes places, that projects? Are we projecting the astral? I don't really understand it yet, but I want to have a logical explanation to astral projection, which isn't really possible. But we can imagine. We can be in a snow, cold country like Sweden. I can be here, but I can use my imagination and I can close my eyes and I can feel that I'm in a beach. I'm at a beach or I'm in the jungle, surrounded by palm trees and exotic wild animals. But I'm still here in my physical form, but my mental projection is somewhere else. I find that truly amazing. Another thing that we can do is also meditations, whether it's guided meditations or you. I find guided meditations easier, so the thoughts doesn't take over. It's easier to come back to the meditation when our thoughts starts to wander. It's easier to just go back. I think it's easier to be guided in the experience, but that's my own liking. We all like and dislike different things, and that's totally fine. I think that what makes humanity unique and beautiful. It would be boring if everyone liked the same. Journaling. When we feel certain things, sometimes it can be hard to let them go. I think that journaling can help us to logically explain why we're feeling certain things. If we have gone through whatever experience, it can help to journal about that experience. Also go back in the past or in the future. That's the beautiful thing with writing. We are creative. We can also write about the present moment. I did that a lot when I was in Costa Rica. I was journaling a lot in the present moment, what I was doing in that moment. And that was really cool. That was really cool. There was one time I was journaling in Costa Rica and I wrote in the present moment, like I'm sitting here in this cafe, I'm drinking my juice, eating this sandwich, and then this magical thing happens to me. I didn't write specifically what. And then this Costa Rican guy came to me and gave me a hibiscus flower. And I think that was cool. I think that was really cool. So journaling in the present moment can also be a great manifestation technique. And also visualization. So we're visualizing, I can't say that word. I can't even say it in Swedish. You understand what I mean. Yeah, that can also be a great way to manifest. Or also to explore what's inside. Because we can't really manifest things if we're not sure what we want. If we're not sure about what we want, it's hard to create that thing. Because it always changes if we aren't sure, like this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna go after. Another way to explore the inner world instead of the outer world is yoga. Yoga is a very big word. Yoga is a lifestyle. There's a lot of yogis out there. Yoga is not only yoga, like the positions, but I'm talking about the physical movement that we can do with our bodies while being mindful. This is a bit different because we're still like in the present. I think maybe this is more in the present than explore our inner world, but I think also when we do yoga positions, energy flows. It helps us to release energy blocks. It helps us to move when we move our body, whether it's a slow movement or a fast movement. We can run as well. But I think yoga really helps to anchor us with the roots and the top and the crown, connecting with nature, exploring the inner world instead of the outer. Maybe that's more of an outer world thing actually, because then we go outside to connect with nature. But we also have nature within us. We're made from nature. Nature is our God. I don't know. Religion. We're not gonna go into religion right now. But I find it just fascinating how we can go inside. We can go inside. We can close our eyes. And we can imagine that we're somewhere else. Or we can imagine whatever. We can imagine when we're succeeding with our goals. We can imagine holding hands with our lover. We can imagine peace, tranquility. And even if life is chaotic, and even if we're going through change, or even if it's horrible, let's say our life is not going very well, closing our eyes can help us to move ourselves, to move our path into a better direction. Lately this year I've been like, oh, I want to travel, I need to go somewhere, I need to explore the world. But it's not the outside world I have to explore, it's my inside world. And sure, we can do both. We can travel to India or Thailand or Peru. We can travel to all of these places and still go through our inner world. We can do both. We can have the cake and eat it too, or save it. We can save the cake and eat it too. It's possible. Everything is possible. It's just a matter of mind. Another little point I have regarding manifestation is we are souls. When we create from a limited belief, when we create from being human, we have limitations, right? I can't just start flying. I'm anchored in this reality. Then we will only manifest human things. But when we manifest as a soul, anything is possible. The soul can fly, astral projection. We can get our dream life. We can find peace. We can find union. And that's beautiful. This was my topic, a little bit about traveling inside instead of outside. And I'm really excited to see what's in there. You can be nervous and excited at the same time. Those energies are a bit close to each other, but I'm gonna do it because I can't travel right now. I have all of these responsibilities that I need to take care of, and we always find a solution to do something, right? And I want to travel, so I will travel in my inside world, in my universe within, and maybe have some conversations, have some meetings with my soul family. Whoever, wherever, it doesn't matter. Have a beautiful day. Press subscribe. I don't know where the button is. The button. But you can press subscribe if you like this video. You can join me. Join this. Let's do this together. If you like my vibe, why not subscribe? Write a comment. Have you ever done meditation? Are you interested in meditation? Have you been able to visualize something and then it comes true? Tell me about it. I want to know all about your abilities. Like the video if you liked it. Follow me on social media if you wanna. And see you later. Alligator? Giraffe? Zebra? Eagle? Panda? There's a lot of animals out there.